Well, hey guys, happy April 1st. Promise I'm not going to play any April Fool's jokes on you all, but today, as promised, I'm going to give you a skincare of the month in review. Basically, this is a new series I've started this year where the first of the month I share with you guys 5 skincare products that I've been trying out, just quick little mini reviews. First of all, Isntree. One of their sunscreens I've been dying to try. I finally got my hands on. I purchased it from Stylevana. It is their Onion Newpair sunscreen, purple in color. Y'all know I love Isntree sunscreens. It is technically a hybrid sunscreen, so it has organic, commonly referred to as chemical, sunscreen active ingredients, and it also has titanium dioxide, which is an inorganic, otherwise known as mineral active sunscreen ingredient. The purple color helps neutralize discoloration. Now it does have titanium dioxide, so there's a little hint of a white cast with this. It also has niacinamide, which is good for redness, hyperpigmentation. It's anti-inflammatory, helpful for the moisture barrier, and it has onion bulb extract, which actually is the ingredient in Mederma, that scar gel. There is a small bit of research, albeit limited, suggesting this ingredient may be helpful for scars. It's anti-inflammatory, it's hydrating, it's moisturizing. It's definitely not greasy. However, it is a bit on the shiny side, which I don't mind. I find that as I wear it, that dries down, and I really like it a lot. But it is a little more shiny in comparison to the hyaluronic acid watery sun gel. It's fragrance free, easy to tolerate around the eyes. For me, didn't have any issue in that regard. Doesn't pill. I think the purple color, while it's good for neutralizing discoloration, I think it might also appeal to teens, tweens, children who are, kind of on the fence maybe about wearing sunscreen. That might appeal to them and motivate them to want to use it because it's sort of fun. This next sunscreen is an oldie but a goodie, in that it's actually a sunscreen I wore back in the 90s, like when I would go to the beach. And I came across it on Amazon, and the company still exists, is still making this sunscreen. Now it does have fragrance. Keep in mind, I was not aware that, fragrance might be a potential allergen or irritant. So I didn't care about that back then, but I remember being blown away by it back in the 90s when I was wearing it. It's by the brand Bullfrog. It's their SPF 50 Quick Gel. This is an organic sunscreen, otherwise commonly known as chemical. It is an amazing texture. It really is a quick gel. It's very thin, lightweight, and it doesn't go on greasy whatsoever. Water resistant, 80 minutes. So this is a sunscreen for people who are outdoors, sweating, and cannot be bothered, cannot stand sunscreen, won't put it on. Great for hair bearing areas. As you put it on the skin, it's like, where did it go? It sinks in almost instantaneously. Now it does have alcohol in it, which a lot of people worry about because it in some cases can be drying, but it's the alcohol in this that makes it a really fast absorbing, non-greasy formula. Honestly, if you're outdoors doing sport and stuff and you don't like the feel of sunscreen, I wish it were fragrance free. But otherwise, I think that this came out in '85. Back in the 90s, this was mind-blowing. And you would think that we would have more innovation, but honestly, I rarely encounter sunscreens like this for the body. The other one that is kind of like this, but thicker in gel consistency, is Copper Tone. Has this cooling gel sunscreen that I also recommend. It too has fragrance in it. We're in spring now, but summer will be here before you know it. If you're traveling to the beach or whatever, consider giving this a try. And it's pretty inexpensive. The scent is like a light citrus aroma. Number 3 is a brand that this actually came in PR, so this was sent to me. It is from a brand called pH-In. Which, if you've been here for a while, I'm a big fan of the brand Indeed Labs. They're a Canadian company. You can buy them at Ulta though. I've reviewed many of their products, which I have purchased in the past, like their Hyaluron amazing. But they started this other brand that is a 3-step skincare routine marketed to people with acne-prone skin. But honestly, I think this line would be fine for pretty much anyone out there because it's really no nonsense. It's a basic cleanser, a lightweight hydrating moisturizer. But what I want to talk about specifically today is the mask. Now, the mask, in my opinion, is just a heavier, thicker consistency moisturizer that they instruct you to use a couple of times a week at nighttime. And it's a moisturizer because it's moisturizing. It has ingredients in it that are helpful for soothing your skin and helping with barrier recovery. But it's also a moisturizer and not really a mask in the sense of the word, in that you're not actually going to rinse it off with a short contact. When I think of mask, I think of short contact therapy. But these days, a lot of things are billed as masks that are really like moisturizers or glorified lip balms. So what exactly is in this? It's got a really simple ingredient list. Squalane, an emollient, glycerin, which is very hydrating. They call attention to cinnamon bark extract, which may be anti-inflammatory. But really what has struck me about this particular product of the 3 is the consistency is really interesting. It's almost got a bit of a consistency to it that would make you think that you're putting honey on the skin. Like, it's that thick, somewhat viscous. It spreads very slowly on the skin. It's not the kind of thing that you would want to put on in the morning as a morning moisturizer. You won't likely be able to put sunscreen on over it shortly after using it. And it'll probably cause pilling of like makeup if you wore makeup. I think it's a great product if you have a lot of irritation. And the nice thing about this is it is meant basically to help with barrier support and maintaining the acid mantle. When that gets disrupted, the pH of your acid mantle, the enzymes in the skin don't function properly, you become more prone to irritation, which is an issue people deal with as they're using topical acne treatments in particular that can be drying and irritating. But the formulation overall, it leans away from oilier textures and consistencies. Now, they sent it to me. I've been using it. I've been using the whole line, and the whole line is fine, but I specifically want to talk about this mask. It's around $40, which I think is expensive. The cleanser, while nice, I think is a little too expensive. I want to say it was like $35 on Amazon. I can't remember how much the moisturizer is. So of the 3, to me, the mask is like the most unique. I'm trying to, I'm racking my brain for something that is similar to the moisturizing mask, which in my opinion is just a moisturizer. And I really can't think of anything that is of a similar texture. So I just wanted to talk about it because I have found it to be a really nice product overall. I know a lot of you all are in Canada, so if you have access to this line, definitely give it a try. Like, I have nothing bad to say about it other than the price point is a little steep, but I will say that this mask in particular is something pretty unique. Okay, now number 4 is a cleanser. So I purchased all of the skincare products from Prequel. This is a brand that I get a lot of ads for over on Instagram and TikTok, and I've seen a lot of comments asking me to review it, so I did. So check out the full brand review, or if you are interested, there are timestamps in that video, so if you're only interested in one particular product, then you can skip around. But one product from the line in particular that I continue to use a lot, on a daily basis, and rather enjoy, is the Gleanser. This is their gel cleanser. Now, I have a tendency to really prefer gel cleansers. I find the sensory experience of them to be rather enjoyable. So I like the texture of this. I like the ingredients. It has glycerin, which is hydrating. It has oat, which also is hydrating and has a mild cleansing ability to it. And it has this oligosaccharide inulin, which is delivered to the skin via liposomes, and this can help after you rinse the cleanser off. It can help with sustained hydration of skin's outermost layer. So I've used this as a face wash, and I like that I can use it by itself without necessarily needing to use an oil cleanser first to remove water-resistant sunscreen or makeup. Like, it passes the mascara test. I have found for me and the type of makeup that I wear, currently I primarily wear cream shadows, cream blush from Merit, and I also am wearing the mascaras that I shared in last month's monthly reviews from Winky Lux. And this takes all of that off. And this is also a body wash. So I've been using it in the shower and it's really mild. I mean, I have atopic dermatitis, so I try and be real conservative with body wash, how much I use. I'm real picky about body wash. I don't like body washes that feel filmy. This is great. It's really good. It rinses off the skin easily and leaves the skin feeling hydrated. So of everything from the line, and they have a lot of great products objectively, but this is one that I have really continued to enjoy. Last but not least is a product that I got in one of the Korean advent calendars from the brand Axis Y. Axis Y's PHA Resurfacing Glow Peel. It's got 10% gluconolactone, which is a polyhydroxy acid that is good for gently exfoliating, but also helping with hydration. And then it has some fruit extracts, which you know I have some reservations with, especially papaya fruit extract. It can help soften dry, flaky, built up skin and help with exfoliating, but can also be irritating. So there's that. But that was also in that Peter Thomas Roth thing, so I thought, why not give this a try? Like the Peter Thomas Roth thing that I didn't find to be worth it, this also has cucumber in it, which can be hydrating. This has centella in it, which is a botanic ingredient that has compounds which are anti-inflammatory and have been shown to be helpful for healing. This product so far has been okay. Not mind-blowingly amazing, but not bad either. I don't like the packaging because it's kind of a pain to pump out enough product out of that little pump. Like the aperture of the stem of the pump is so small that you get little tiny squirts and you have to pump to get enough to go all over your face. So it's a thinner consistency and it smells strange. It has a very chemical aroma to it. There's no added fragrance, so you may not care for that at all. It's not strong or anything, but it's like, this doesn't smell so good. But once you put it on the skin, you don't really smell that. You only leave it on for, you know, roughly 10 minutes at the most, and then you rinse it off. So I have continued to use that. I'm about a third of the way through the product, so I feel comfortable sharing my experience with you guys about it at this point. It's a decent product. It's not one that is, like I said, is mind-blowing. This type of product ordinarily might be suited to someone who wants to utilize a polyhydroxy acid in a short contact approach. My preference in terms of products like this, however, is from Aveeno. They have a Calm and Restore polyhydroxy acid exfoliator that is in a more creamy formula as opposed to a gel like this, but is a similar short contact therapy approach. That product has no fragrance or weird fruit extracts, so I would recommend that over this. But this is not bad, and I will use it up. But that's where we stand with that product. For those of you who watched me do the Korean Advent Calendar unboxings, if you wanted an update, there you have it. All right, y'all, that is the Fast 5 of the month of March. April is here. I hope you guys had a fantastic March, a fantastic Easter this past weekend if you celebrate. Anyway, y'all, make sure and let me know in the comments what skincare you have been trying out over the past, you know, few months, weeks, whatever, that you have enjoyed. I hope you guys liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.